Hey, what's up everybody? It's Dan Su here with more Stormbound. Today I'm going to demo the Brawl deck that I used. The special Brawl of this week was speed equals 2 for all constructs, and this deck hasn't lost a game yet, in part because it's so upgraded, but I also think that my deck building strategy was pretty strong. So I'm going to say a couple things about Brawl and this deck, but if you want to see the gameplay, you can skip forward in the video. I'll include a link in the description. So a lot of times when people have to build new decks, they want to try out a lot of new fun things, and they tend to forget the number one rule of Stormbound, which is that your hand replenishes completely every single turn, and you start with 3 mana. So the best strategy tends to be just low mana cards. So in this deck, green prototypes is a no-brainer just because it has 2 movement, but Summon Militia actually is pretty important because it fills in that extra 1 mana. A lot of the times you want to play something good like Link Golems. A lot of times you'll have a 4 mana turn where you want to play Link Golems, and then that 1 extra mana to play Summon Militia is really important because it means that if the opponent wipes out your board next turn, you'll still have a front line that isn't right at your base. And so in general, basically I played a lot of constructs. You see I have a Dr. Mia over here. She's just a low mana card. There isn't anything special about her. I also have Lawless Herd. If I had something more upgraded, I would have played like Ozone Purifiers, or I would have even played this Sweet Capkins, but I didn't, so I'm just playing Dr. Mia right now. Another card that unexpectedly is very good, or actually not unexpectedly, but I don't really use it that much in general, but for this Brawl specifically, Debug Loggers, if you can set up a turn where it attacks 2 different units, it's amazing. And then Delegators is a really good win condition. I put Project Phoenix in over here, but actually he's worse than Delegators. I'd rather have a second Delegators in this slot. Finite Looper is also really good. It's a sticky minion because you have to hit it twice. But if you get lucky, you can usually play a 2 movement unit to kill Finite Loopers in one go, but that's not always consistent. Alright, so on to the actual Brawl. I found that the cost is too expensive to play after you hit milestone 5, and you can see here I already hit it with 74 crowns. And the reason I have 74 crowns is because when you're at 0, when it costs 0 gold to play, the optimal strategy isn't actually to win twice. It's to get to 9 crowns by conceding 4 times, and then winning 1 game there, so that you start with 14 crowns. I think someone made a post about this on Reddit, but if you can win consistently, this is a really good strategy to do. And as you can see over here, it didn't really matter because I never lost, but there are weeks where I'll lose Brawl games, and then that extra 4 crowns does make a difference. So over here, I already hit my milestone 5, and from there on out, the rewards aren't really worth it. You can see from here, it's like a rare. This card is really good. I think it's really good, but I am not paying 200 gold times 5, 1,000 gold for a rare card. That's absurd. But I am going to play right now just for you guys. So here we go. Okay, 18-8 strength base. That's good. I was hoping for like a more even fight to demonstrate this deck. Got the prototypes. Not so good against our finite loopers. Or finite loopers aren't so good against their prototypes. Okay, they're playing winner. This is strange to say the least. I think over here I'm actually gonna have to cycle finite loopers and hope for low cost play. Yeah, something like this. That's exactly what we were hoping for. So Westwind Sailors, and then we're gonna trade with his prototypes for value. I was considering throwing away Debug Loggers, but because it's really not that good unless you get lucky with it or you're on offense. But if for some reason he had Frost Hexers next to a second unit, then it would be really good. I kind of regret not killing Frost Hexers instead. Okay, looks like he's going full offensive. A little strange. Okay, hoping for another low unit. So we could play Gifted and Dr. Mia just to slow down. But I really don't think Winter can be that aggressive, so we're going to take the greedy play and just gain a little bit of strength here. If I had Summon Militia last turn, I think I would have played Dr. Mia, Gifted, and Summon Militia instead of Debug Loggers. Oh, wow. Okay. He must be playing all the 2 movement units because he wants to just kill me next turn. Let's see. So in this case, Mia isn't really doing anything for us. We could play Phoenix. Phoenix for 8 strength. This would be 5, 8. Nah, it's still better to play Gifted, and then sadly, no value off of Link Golems. But if he can't kill us this turn, he actually might be able to. He might just win right here if he has the 2 movement units for it. But otherwise, he's gonna have to start looking at our front line because it's pretty scary. Yeah, see, this was a situation where Delegators would have just pretty much won us the game. But unfortunately, Project Phoenix doesn't have that much strength. If we survive this turn, though, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay. So he's going for the mana and then hoping that he'll just kill us next turn. So this is 8 strength, which means, and we need to deal 7 plus 5, 12 total. So Project Phoenix and prototypes would be enough. But Finite Loopers is actually going to be even better. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to prototypes here. Oh, or maybe we should just Phoenix. Yeah. So I'm opting to Phoenix here just because if you can afford to play a high mana card, it's better to keep like 2 low mana cards instead later. So because like these guys can fit in more places. Like the math with these 2 guys is easier to squeeze in than squeezing in another 6 mana unit later. So I decided that Phoenix would just be the move. So I think his early game has kind of been shut down, and we're pretty much in a position to win the game. Like you can't really play freeze. Oh, okay, maybe you can. This is a pretty interesting deck. I was thinking that he wouldn't be able to play freeze combos and rush me down, but I guess he drew the cards in the right sequence to do it. Okay, let's see what we do here. Let's play a West Wind. At this point, we're just trying to be mana efficient and play constructs. Actually, I'm going to see if I can cycle into the... Oh, okay, this is even better, actually. Can we just win right here? What is this, 7, 12, 17? Yeah, that's it. All right, well done. That was a pretty close game, actually. I was pretty worried that he was going to blow me out. You don't see a winner a lot in this Brawl, but I will say that at least in the for upgraded players, for pretty much every single Brawl I've seen so far, there is a viable winner deck that you can play, just because Winter with Gift of the Wise is so strong, And then usually you can pick up like 1 or 2 buffed units, like the green prototypes there. I actually really like his deck. That was well constructed. But for example, in this brawl, I think that winter is not the move. I think Ironclad, which is the intended faction, the intended kingdom, is the right move. But the Raven one that I saw before this, I think winter was actually just better than Shadowfen decks. But yeah, it depends. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Not gonna watch the ad. Yeah, I'm still not going for this milestone. That video was just for show. But I'll see you guys next time.